Welcome to our Flavors of Europe Academy. In this tutorial, we are going to show you how to use our e-learning platform as a mentor. So click on the course, let's say in the English one, and then you see how the course is designed. You could see the previously developed results uploaded into this course show, as well as with short introduction and guiding students what to do firstly in the platform. By scrolling from up to down, you could see the different tabs and the variety of different training resources. Let's try making a mirror copy of the English version translated to your own language. So by clicking on the introduction and guidance, you could make a copy paste and translate the content to your own language. For the purpose of this training, we choose the Bulgarian course show, where by simply click. The most important issue here is to make sure we're gonna enable turn editing on. This is really very important, which will allow you to make any changes and customization of the training platform. So now you could simply click on the small pen and change the titles. In order to confirm, please press Enter on the keyboard and then again edit settings if you want to add a description or change something into your description here. So you can go further and click Save and return to the course where the new content will be uploaded. Of course, you're supposed to do on your own language. The same procedure is applicable for the rest of the training activities. For example, topic 1, which is by default, could easily be changed as, for example, handbook number 1. Of course, translated and written down on your own native language. Here, for the purpose of the training, we're doing that in English. So you could explain students what to do, you could familiarize them with the matter of the content, and then save changes and to go back into your training course. Simply drag and drop the file you wanted to upload, and you could see that the file has started being uploaded into our platform. You see it's still in progress, which means that it still has been uploading the content, and now we can change the title of our file. Just type down the title of our handbook, for example, handbook number 1, and then you can explain how to get the content. Just simply click. Our UI design is renderable on all kinds of devices, and once by clicking on the file, you could change the appearance, which is really very important in order to enable users to open the file into another window. So clicking pop up, and then once you click on the file, it's going to be opened into a separate window. Just testing and see how it works. Perfect. Then we could easily do the same procedure into topic 2. For example, here we're going to experiment by using the training toolkit, and we already translated them into our partner languages. So for example, I'm grabbing the Bulgarian one, drag and drop into the designated space here, and now you see that it's still in progress of being uploaded into our platform. It's still loading. It's normal because it takes time. You could upload file size up to 200 megabytes into our platform. Now it's done. And by clicking on the pencil, you could change the title of our file, of our training resource. Very easy. In order to confirm, please press Enter of the keyboard and then move forward by clicking on the icon and change the appearance. Again, we want to set up opening into another window, so it's in pop-up, save, don't forget to click on save and return to the course. And now we could add a variety of different training resources. You can see we can add forums, choices of a large number of different interesting activities, but we are going to click on the quiz. We're going to learn how to set up your quiz. So enter the title of your quiz here. For example, quiz to training toolkit number 1. And then into the description, we could invite learners to join our quiz. So write down something on your own language, an invitational sentence or two, in order to set up the expectations among the students, what they're supposed to do here. Just it's an example. And then by enabling display the descriptions, it's going to be visible on the main page here. Two things that are really important. So you're supposed to set up activity completion in order to make sure that students will complete according to the setup criteria. You have to choose the last one when conditions are met. So select this option and now disable the first one, which is selected by default, and enable the second and the third one, which would enable students to accomplish this learning activity when, for example, 60% of the quizzes is answered and they passed at least 60% of the right answers here. Add questions, and now we start adding the questions. But before that, we could set up the grade. For example, if we have 32 questions, each one is bringing us 1 point, then we're going to set up maximum grade of 32 questions, 32 points. Multiple choice, because most of the questions are multiple choice. And then, very important, on the question name, we're writing the acronym Q1, for example. This is question number 1. And now, into the field below, question text, we're going to make a copy-paste of our question. I'm opening the training toolkit, and for the purpose of our video tutorial, I'm going to use the English one, where I'm copying the title of the question, like please indicate the correct answer. Control C or Command C if you're using a Mac, and Command V or Control V here into the question text. And now, very important, decide if we have one or multiple answers. We should use this drop-down menu here. So in this case, we have only one answer, which means that the right answer, which is colored with green, will be placed with 100%, which means this is the correct answer. If we have more than one correct answers, we have to split this percentage because the maximum is 100%. So if we have 2, it will be 50% per each correct answer. But in this case, we have only 1, therefore we set up 100% to the correct one. And then we should make a copy-paste to all possible answers here. You know, it's an interactive quiz, which means that all the possible answers will be shuffled. make sure when you're copying and pasting the correct and the wrong answers, everything looks good and we're not losing any information. So save, and you can see our first question is done here. So add on the top and add a new question. Now we're going to train the true and false types of questions. It's really very easy. You have to, again, question MQ2, for example, this is the acronym. And now I'm making a copy paste of the statement of the question. Again, question text, and getting to the answers, whether it's false or true. In this case, the statement is true. Enable true save changes, and the second question has been done here and it's listed. It's really very simple procedure, and I'm sure that you won't face any troubles or difficulties. Just make sure whatever you're doing into the platform, in order to edit, you have to make sure that you're enabled to turn editing on or off if you don't want to do any further changes. Thank you.